This is all stainless steel. Every bit of this is non-magnetic stainless steel.
Are you serious?
Well, welcome to the Polly the Wog channel. We are out doing some more street scrapping, picking up scrap metal on the curbs. And I see another chair waiting for us just around the bend here. Yeah, by the end of this video, I am going to tell you exactly what our current scrap prices are, how much our load of scrap ends up weighing, and exactly how much money the scrapyard pays us for it. Yes, we'll grab this chair. Water the lawn. Alright, that's in there. I'm gonna have to cut that wire out of that light. I forgot about those. Let me just grab that right now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I like this wire. It's skinny, but it's at least a solid core, so it weighs a little bit more. It's definitely kind of strippable. I wouldn't get Bear Bright for it because it's too skinny, but my yard would still give me #1 if I actually strip it. And that's good enough. Yeah, put my cutters away. Wrap this up. There we go. Didn't realize how sticky it was. Drop that right there for now. Alright, let's carry on and find some more junk. Well, spotted this little plastic toolbox and figured, well, might as well take a look in it. It's grinder and Dremel. No, that's big time empty. What's in here though? Something that we will take. Circuit Explorer Air 2. What does this say? Oh, circuit. Wonder what that is. Some sort of printer. Must be a vinyl printer. Interesting. Well, at least the cord's just unplugged. And it's got some weight to it. All right, let's see what else we can find. Well, that's not much, but I guess we can take it. First I thought that might have been plastic. No, definitely steel. All right, little bits are better than no bits. Well, I don't think there's anything too particularly desirable in this pile, but I spotted all this coaxial cable, and I figured, well, it can still go as shred. Yeah, everything else there is like wood and plastic. But yeah, and this is all coax. So yeah, we'll send it to the shred pile. Why not? I hope we find some big stuff tonight. Alright, let's see what's next. We normally don't mess around with this type of broom handle stuff, but you never know what the night's gonna bring. And if you don't pick up the little stuff, you might not get anything at all. So we're gonna pick up the little stuff. Interesting artwork, but nothing that we want. It's a pretty nice mirror too. Wow, we could probably resell that, but we're not into doing that stuff either. All right, let's carry on. Oh, what do we have here? A whole bunch of nothing. All right, forget that. I spotted trophies, and I don't know if trophies are any good. Don't know if there's any metal. No, these are going to be all plastic, aren't they? Yes. Yep, nothing good there. Nope. Oh well, got fooled by the trophies. Because I'm number one. Well, that's a little bit better. Yeah, my brother loves these AC parts. He'll get all the goodness out of here. But I will grab the cord right now. Yeah, that's a better find. Now, we've already been at this a little while, and it's not going very good. So we're really hoping things start to turn around for us. Or it's not going to be a very good night at all. A hammock frame will do nicely. Getting highly discouraged at this point, not finding very much scrap at all. So yeah, this helps. At least there's good weight to this stuff. All right, let's hope we can do better. We need to find something desperately. Well, you know, I'm gonna take that cord. Yeah, we might have to roll tonight's load into tomorrow because we're not finding very much. Unless things change dramatically soon, we'll have to see what happens. Well, I'm starting to get a little bit happier as I just spotted all these chairs. Glorious scrap metal. Well, it looks like it's all going to be steel. Yep. That's okay. I'm going to start with all these backs. Yep, nice and heavy. My brother got half the stack, I'll get the other half. Well, that was nice. A half a dozen chairs on a night when we're not finding much. Very happy to take the half a dozen chairs.
I'm trying to make sure that I wasn't locking in any of the cords.
Not quite sure which way these go. Just like that.
Perfect. Fits like a glove. It might be better not to have them
all. That's not going to go anywhere.
That looks good.
Yep, it's in there for now. We'll rearrange if we have to. All right, let's carry on and hope we find something else. Well, spotted this fan box. And yeah, we're doing so not great that I'm going to check to see if there's anything in the box. Nope. That's a big old empty box. That's the kind of night we're having though. Down to checking random boxes on the curb to see if there's anything in them. Oh well, we'll see if we can add to this. Well, a lawnmower on the curb is definitely better. Wait for the traffic.
Let's put the front that way.
Yeah, it's in there, won't roll. What brand is it?
I don't know, I didn't even look.
Troy built.
Troy built 6.75.
Deck doesn't look too bad. It's metal,
Yeah,
but it doesn't look too rotted out or anything. It looks solid.
yeah.
Yeah, if you could ever get a hold of your lawnmower guy.
Yeah, you might buy that one.
Yeah. All right, well, a little bit better. Oh. You have a barbecue as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be happy to take it.
I'm just asking.
Stick this rake down in there. Yeah, when you find one lawnmower, suddenly you find two lawnmowers, and then somebody offers you a barbecue. If we get a barbecue, we'll probably need this empty spot to put the barbecue. You need help with it?
I have a barbecue.
Yeah.
Come here, yeah. Come.
Do you want to keep the tank or?
I don't know. My husband is coming.
I say I can take the tank off if you like.
Do you want the thing?
We'll take it if you don't want it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you don't want the tank, we can take it.
I don't know. Up to you.
Okay, we'll take it then. If you don't want it, I'm just already got it unscrewed there, so. Oh yeah, we'll take it. I was just trying to make sure it was closed. I think it is. No, we appreciate it. We like collecting all the scrap metal.
Thank you for helping.
Thank you.
We have the stuff. Do you have it's iron, right?
Yeah, if you got anything else, we can just toss it in here.
Small metal.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, we're just looking for metal stuff. Well, it's just a little baby barbecue, but it's better than no barbecue.
Oh, it's cute. It looks just like a barbecue, only smaller.
Yeah, even has a little cooking window in the front of it.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is aluminum too, the shell.
I was anticipating a bigger barbecue, so I was trying to rearrange stuff right here.
Good thing I still carry a knife. Oh, this is plastic. I guess the knife doesn't much matter. My cutters would work better. Oops. Almost.
Yeah, we'll just have to tip it up again.
Well, we might not be rolling it into tomorrow night. Starting to come together a little better.
I think that's all right the way it is, but I think I want to put a strap over this.
Yeah, it's a light little one. All right, I'm gonna let my brother get this strapped in, and we'll see if we can find any other junk. I appreciate it.
Why don't you go?
Extra trimmer.
I want to go underneath. Yeah, right through there.
You know what, for once, I'm gonna cut off this regulator because I've never bothered to see how easy it is to get this brass out of there. And I know all the other scrappers like to take them all the time. Yeah, definitely a nice little brassy bit on there. And yeah, there'll be something to play with at home, just an experiment to see how hard it is to get that out of there. All right, let's carry on. There's a bunch of traffic. But look at this beautiful beast. This is all stainless steel. Every bit of this is non-magnetic stainless steel.
Are you serious?
So I would ask the guys at the scrapyard right away what they would give you for this.
Shit, this thing is, oh my God.
Yeah, it's all stainless steel. That's what I mean. This is worth a lot more than shred pile.
Yeah. I say we move this little barbecue and put it up top. I don't want to tip it upside down.
I know.
Gas will be everywhere.
Just the way it was going. You want to unhook that?
Barbecue will fit right up in there.
I think so. Yeah. This is what you call a 200-pounder, solid, non-magnetic, stainless steel barbecue.
I think we're just about done now.
Yeah, we can still check those few other streets.
Let's turn this around.
Yeah, my brother will have to check at the scrapyard about this barbecue, because just as is, there's so much stainless steel, everything you see is stainless.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's a beautiful stainless steel barbecue. All right.
Let's put it over the whole thing.
All right, we're gonna finish strapping that in and maybe check a couple more streets and see if we can add to it. A metal spoon. Oh, I was coming for the chair. But I'll take the spoon, why not? Yes, and it's a bit of a long walk back. We turned a corner, but I'd spotted this chair on the side of this busy road. So I figured, yeah, it's worth the walk. We're just checking our last few streets. At least our load started to come together. We have enough to actually take it to the scrapyard in the morning. I'll be curious to see what the scrapyard tells us about that stainless steel barbecue, if we can get a better price for it. All right, that's all in there. Let's see if we can find anything else. Well, found a little bit more. Not much. Yeah, that's metal. What about this thing? Yeah, that's mostly metal. Oh, I'm getting my shirt snagged in there. Yeah, it's better than what I thought it was. It's probably 3 or 4 pounds. All right, we'll have to see if we see anything else at all, but this might be it for now. All right, carrying on. Table on the curb. You know, we really don't like the glass top. Yeah, and that's not going to come out of there without a little bit of work and effort. I can almost feel this frame wanting to bend off, but it ain't going to. Yeah. 4 screws in each corner. Oh, that one corner is out.
Yeah. I mean, it should.
I'm gonna lay it down.
Bring it sideways.
Yeah, you just need to wiggle it around. Oh, there you go. That should just pop out of there. There we go. You got the good part.
Be better to just throw it in the back of the truck?
No, I think that's all right there. It's tucked over this, right? So I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Feels pretty secure to me. All right, carrying on. So yeah, that was it. We are back home for the evening. Wasn't a fantastic load, but turned out to be way, way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought for sure we were going to have to roll this into the next day's scrapping, but we have enough to take into the scrapyard, so we'll see how that goes. I got my handful of cords and wire. Got my one little barbecue regulator, which I've never taken in the past, but I'm going to see how hard it is to get the brass out of there just as a bit of a test. But anyways, I'm going to tell you exactly what we get paid for this glorious load right now. So it turned out that my experiment with getting the brass out of the little barbecue regulator was not very difficult. A couple of whacks with a hammer, broke away all the plastic, and ended up with this nice chunk. Now, all I could see in that regulator was just this little nub piece sticking out the end there, right? And I didn't think that it was worthwhile taking them. Didn't realize that there was this whole piece in there, and it's a pretty solid piece with a little hole down the middle of it, right? So from now on, I'll be cutting barbecue regulators off because very easy to get this nice, fairly heavy chunk of brass. Like, you know, obviously not extremely heavy. It'd take a bunch of these to make a pound, but well worth grabbing. So I'm going to do that. It was real easy to get them out of there. So anyways, we took that load into the scrapyard and we had 260 pounds of just regular tin shred on there, not counting that one stainless steel barbecue. So we had the 260 pounds. It was still going at $230 per ton, or 11.5 cents per pound. So that paid us $29.90. Now, the stainless steel barbecue. Good thing I had told my brother to ask at the scrapyard about that, because I knew that since that was mostly all stainless steel, it was dirty, but I figured that they definitely have to have a better price than just the regular tin shred pile, right? So sure enough, we got dirty stainless steel price for the barbecue as is without doing any work to it. And that barbecue weighed 180 pounds. So the dirty stainless steel was going at 40 cents per pound. So at 40 cents per pound, that paid us $72 for that one stainless steel barbecue. I'm a little bit in disbelief. I know that we've had those in the past and probably just sent them right to the tin shred pile. So, wow, glad we learned. I'm glad I learned, and I'm glad I was able to teach my brother about it. $72 for a stainless steel barbecue without dismantling anything. That was great. So altogether, our load weighed 440 pounds. Oh, I didn't even talk about the 2 lawnmowers. And he actually had a third one in the back of his truck, but he gave one of them away to a friend. But the other 2 lawnmowers, he did get a hold of the lawnmower guy, sold them to him for $50, $25 a piece for 2 lawnmowers. So $50 for the 2 lawnmowers. The rest of the whole load in total was 440 pounds, and it paid us $101.90. Add in the $50 from the 2 lawnmowers that we sold, we got $151.90. So for a night that started off looking really bad, and I thought, oh gee, we're not even going to make enough to take to the scrapyard. We're not going to find enough scrap to even take in, right? And then it all turned around miraculously, and somehow the scrap gods put that stainless steel barbecue in our path, and we were blessed. So it's amazing how it can just turn around like that. I wish it could always do that. It doesn't always do that, but it was a good night for us. Anyways, thank you for being here. I appreciate you for watching, and I hope to see you right here in the next one.